I can't keep up. But grinding on FC26, we got my man Jude Bellingham, one of my favorite players in this World Cup. I cannot wait to see him today. We got some money on him. I know he shows up. He shows up big time, bigger than Kane. I would say we're gonna go to Ultimate Teams. We're gonna play some tournaments. Scotty grinded last night for about 5 hours. This boy grinded, so I gotta catch up. And he's going to join us a little bit later once he wakes up. And we have breakfast. We got a full day with the family. We got the game. We got a pool day. We got a soccer little tournament that we're doing at home. So we got a busy schedule starting at 1. I always do this for my son because I know my son. And I let him sleep as much as he can because I know he's a kid and he's enjoying his summer. So as an adult, there's limits, you know. I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, Scotty, that's it. Call it a night. That's it. It's too much. And he was like, all right, hopped up on cereal, but it's all right. This is all right. It's our summer. And my time with him is almost coming to a close, so we're going to enjoy the last moments we have with him. And as I said, wait, what is this? Okay, so we're gonna do FC here. I don't know if I did set up the stream correctly at this point here. I forgot how to do it real quick. I'm just gonna update that stream information, right? That's it. No, we're not doing Overwatch. Okay, so we're gonna change this. We have to update this because we're definitely not playing Overwatch. And I just want to make sure everybody knows that. I don't want nobody to come in here and expect because I've seen 26, change this, and it's EA Sports to the game. Yes, you already know that. Let's update that. Let's update it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. So it's nice and updated till we close the tab and we go back on it. We updated it 3 more times just to make sure. Yeah, 1 more time. I'm trying to sound that in me. Only twice. Okay, request raw total. Okay. Now we're here. And we're all set. Beautiful. See how that works? Alright, so let's get some grinding. Let's get to playing. Let's got some coffee. We got some coffee. We got the stream going. Good morning, everybody. We got Zeus is in the back sleeping. I'm not gonna show him. He is little baby sleeping. So let's do the daily tournament. Let's see what's going on. Well, you guys can join me on the Discord as well. I'm gonna join the Discord for the YouTubes. If you're on Twitch, it's the same stream. It's literally the same stream. So we're just going to go here so we're able to talk more freely, not interrupted. I don't know if people talk on this game. I haven't had that experience yet. We're not really going to talk to anybody. All right, I think this is the penalty kick, daily knockout tournament. Okay, let's see what we got. And shout out to my man San Tripoli. Listen, bro, we're gonna listen to your live stream while we stream, bro. I hope that's cool, San Tripoli. I know that's cool because you a fucking man. I want to be on your show, whatever it is.
And we can't wait for this one to start with justifiable.
Just gonna fast forward a little
bit. Tell us about your pre-match thoughts.
Yeah.
Well, a semi-final place is up for grabs, so we should be in for a classic encounter here today. With both teams desperate for silverware, I'm expecting a fiercely competitive contest.
To farmers
and the referee gets this game going. Every reason to believe there should be a cracker.
But today, most innovative companies are staying private.
Winning back possession,
which means every day
the ball at just the right time there.
Introducing VCX, the public ticker for private tech.
And this is the initial 11 for the visitors today. Thibaut Courtois is in goal.
Let me see everything that I picked up. This seller had a great variety of cards. Extreme. I was able to pick up
every night, so we could.
I was so fierce when I was young. I was just so fierce and fully gay.
And the ball is moving once more.
Those were the days.
Hey guys, sorry for the late one. Life's happening, things happen, but we had to get a banger out for you. So we're not going to waste any more time. We're just going to get into it.
We're just going to do it. We're going to get
to do it. We got to do it.
Add this to the stage. Here we go. Bing, bong, boom, remove, add. Here we go.
We're in it. That's a high score, dog.
It is. We're going to see what happens today. I don't know if we have any shenanigans, but we're just going to roll.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Let's get a high score.
Oh, it wasn't the best of challenges. Well, he's gone into the referee's notebook.
This is Lucas, and people literally call him the god of the Matrix because his full-time job is controlling every single detail of this $1 million simulation. But Lucas became so obsessed with playing creator that he gave his tiny world a mind of its own. It features a fully functioning airport where planes actually take off, and a miniature Monaco racetrack where F1 cars hit insane speeds. He even programmed a massive storm simulator that blasts actual lightning over his tiny oceans. But you could definitely say he won the jackpot with the emergency system, because whenever a tiny disaster strikes, fleets of self-driving fire trucks immediately rush through the city traffic, making this the most satisfying real-life video game ever.
Man, God bless you, dude. God bless you. You went so hard in the paint. To the ladies, I need the ladies to get an all damn hearing this amazing story. I was in kids. This guy in Virginia at some point.
He put so much effort and time into that. It is incredible. The amount of skill and artistry that he put into that. You would hope that there's some sort of payoff on the other end. Is he monetizing it, or is it just
where's the cash? Yeah. It looks like 3 people are at this museum. Can't pay the bills for that.
Well, now that it's gone viral and we're playing on the show, maybe this will promo it more and people will be looking to go there, and maybe guy at Godzilla shows up and starts smashing stuff or something. But it looks amazing. It looks fun.
Let's get a quick feel from the female audience. Dry as a desert. Dry as a desert. What we got to do to impress you ladies? We need a whole world.
I mean,
yeah.
If you would have dedicated that entire world to like one woman, it might tip the scales, but it also might then she'd be like, "Oh, you're pretty obsessive."
Yeah, I mean, like it's gonna win. I pay attention to details, but not the details you want me to pay attention to. Let's go.
Got video games in that card. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, for sure. I mean, that was crazy. That card. The AIs get much better at these cards.
That guy who built that world is probably going to be like Unabomber Part 2. He's gonna do something back.
Yeah, there's a fire based on those
minutes in this game.
What's going on, y'all? So I mentioned recently that college campuses are a great place to hide old world buildings. And there's no shortage of old world buildings at the University of Texas in Austin, Texas. That's not what I'm going to talk about today. What I want to talk about is this. So I'm going to give a shout out to Big T of Make It Make Sense. And he's the one who turned me on to this particular statue. It appears to be demons riding demon horses. Now you might ask, why do I say they're demon horses? Because if you've been following along on the we did a deep dive into the Testament of Solomon. And in that Solomon encounters a demon called Kuno. And this is a shape-shifting demon that appears to be force. That's weird. That's not the only place you'll find this ancient demon. It's also the crest for House Valerian in the House of the Dragon series on HBO. And it's also on the back of your Omega Seamaster watch. That's strange, right? But it gets even weirder. It's also called the hippocampus. That's the same name as the structure in the brain that controls spatial awareness. What does it all mean? Well, that's what question to you guys. I want you guys to make it make sense.
Make it make sense, dude. We have no clue. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what is going on with these statues. We have a very builder's theme today so far.
Yeah. Miniature worlds and then real life.
Demonic horses.
Yeah, demonic fish horses.
Fish horses, dude.
That's crazy. That's a seahorse. That's like a seahorse, right?
Yeah, it's just a giant Godzilla seahorse.
The seahorse.
What are we doing?
And seahorses, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, Chad. Seahorses, they're one of those species where the males get pregnant.
Oh, women do that. How do you like that? Now you know what it's like.
Yeah, the males in the seahorse species, they're the ones that bear the children, and they do the child rearing, I believe.
As long as you're putting in the work, ladies, I'll raise the children. I don't even know the demon seahorses in that freaking tidal wave.
Yeah. Now they're going to storm the castle right there.
The cards are on fire today, man. They're on fire.
We don't get a fire card.
Shame about the finish ultimately.
Oh, there is one.
Yeah.
O'Brien.
So 60. Vision in Germany. I was not conditioned. I had Bible study. I read the Bible. I studied it. I think it's the greatest esoteric text, but it's also one of the most edited and most corrupted scriptures out there. Period. All kinds of authorities of what to allow in the Bible and what not. The irony, what I like, a lot of Christians demonize, the thing was heaven and hell. Reincarnation doesn't exist. That's all teachings of the devil. When in the fact, in the early versions of the Bible, scripture, reincarnation was part of the Christian doctrine. It's part of esoteric Christianity, even karma, even the law of cause and effect, all of that. But you can control people much easier if you tell them this is just this life and you either go to hell or heaven. It's a control mechanism. And again, the Bible is not black and white, but if you take this, people have a very intellectual approach to it as well, which I realize. And now all of a sudden, people who just converted to Christianity 2, 3, a few years ago, all of a sudden become these experts, and you see them popping up on their channels on YouTube, and from, I was a New Ager, now I'm a Christian. You just took off one costume and take on another costume. Right?
Their attacking play was
Ray Carwood bringing the heat.
Excuse me, would you
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
$100 represents mystery box?
I would, man, but I don't have $100.
Let's see if we can chase that.
I'm in a rush.
It is very interesting. People are going through the Bible now, finding all different Bibles, saying, damn, we got a lot of points.
We did. We got that golden video.
Oh, my God. I wish somebody's life was on.
Yeah, there's no
we definitely not doing that no
Oh,
more.
my God.
Unfortunately, everything
We definitely not doing that no more. We're not ready.
Yeah, I mean, here's
We gotta
the
play
thing,
against,
dude.
like, the AI or some
I believe, that Jesus and I think the Bible has been manipulated. I think all the books have been manipulated by dark forces.
I think once you introduce a human that witnesses an event, it's going to go through an interpretation. It's going to be their perspective on the event. And they're going to try to convey it, hopefully as best as they can, but then it goes to another person, it goes through an editor, and then Bobby gets a hold of it, and he takes out a bunch of stuff. So, yeah.
We got smoked it up. We need 25. It's
manipulated.
By the way, every Pope looks
I like to do.
The new Pope's kind of chill. But everyone, you look at all those old Popes, I wouldn't trust those dudes.
I trust the guy with that accent. The guy who's speaking that accent, anything he says, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds like German scientists.
Yep, I believe him.
Yeah.
So
you got almost 3,000 points, and that was like our 4th video.
Yeah, dude, we could just call it a day right now.
We're out.
We could just wrap it.
Reformed Church of Satan on that card.
How is the AI so on point today?
Wow.
What else? The AI's been working on it is working. I like these cards too.
Wow, that is a vicious card.
Yeah, and he even talked about all the New Age people acting like they're Bible thumpers now.
Yeah.
Nice AI. Coming for our jobs, coming for our women.
It's conspiracy. Before I spin, has anybody seen Greg Carwood without a hat.
I have not.
I have none. I don't think that there's a picture out there without a hat on for Carwood. I don't know.
Maybe that's
You
me.
think it's better like
Just
this?
see if I can get one picture of him without his hat. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, I know you're the real deal. Like you're
I'll
not
do it
usually
like
like
this.
I wear hats sometimes.
I'll do it like this.
I just like I only see him with hats on. So it's just me.
Okay,
I like it. I like his hat though. It's
we have goals in life. Hey, dude, can you send me a picture of you without your hat?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tweet at him tonight. Hey, send me just one picture, man. Come on.
This is the lineup for the
Thought we were
team.
friends.
Mike
Yeah.
Mignon begins
We
in
are
goal.
friends.
Lilian Thuram starts with Vicente Lizarazu in the fullback positions. Zinedine Zidane plays alongside Patrick Vieira in the engine room.
Feminism is about depopulation. People don't realize it.
Eric Cantona.
How nuanced it is and how longitudinally strategic it is. That's the singularity of the feminism movement out of the Tavistock Institute. That was ushered into all women out of the house, and then you elevate different career paths or whatever they want to choose. They're less likely to have children. Same thing with the free sex movement. Even the sexual revolution was, yeah, you have your demonic aspect of it, the perversity, but one of their stated goals was the depopulation over 3 generations. You get into the birth control aspect of it, and then you get into the LGBT aspect of it. Why the thing that people took in their body? It came out within 6 months of these findings. Sure, if anybody's ever read the findings, which most people don't, I mean the scientific data from the thing, is that it specifically embeds in the lipids of the ovaries of women at a rate that's beyond comprehension to create longitudinal multi-generations of fertility. It's happening, people.
It's happening, people. Yeah, dude. Get women in work. It's so crazy. This study showed now that 40-year-old women over 40 now are having more kids than teenagers, which in some ways is okay in a weird way, even though those are your reproductive years. Like, we now waste our reproductive years just getting banged out.
Yeah.
Right. But now these women are starting to have kids. In their 40s, which to all the young women is a sign that feminism was bullshit. It's just like, I think we all agree there should be, equal work, equal opportunity. But the way feminists have convinced women that being a stay-at-home mom is somehow slavery and going to work for a corporation is somehow like freeing is unbelievable to me.
Hey, better late than never.
Hola, ¿qué tal, mi gente? Masterboy, y estoy aquí con el mejor rapero de toda Bolivia.
Soy el mejor, Dante me gana, soy el maestro de Eminem. Oye, Masterboy, dime una palabra.
Haaland.
Con Haaland, ¿eh? Erling Haaland, ¿eh? Escucha esto. Yo andaba jugando a fútbol y Erling Haaland falló ese penal. Yo soy más alto y más guapo que ese cuate. Soy más chosquito, porque yo sí soy un alemán real. Él es peruano. Dime otra palabra.
Lionel Messi.
Bueno, yo soy mejor que Lionel Messi, soy más alto y más guapo y más millonario, porque yo ganaré 4 mundiales. Apenas tengo 18 años y él ya tiene 40, así que yo soy mejor que Messi. Les falta mucho, amigos. Yamil Yamal, este jugador sabe jugar, pero no sabe meter goles.
Papá, aquí te presento por fin al amor de mi vida. Bebé, ¿cómo estás? Espérate, puta perra, espérate, no te pegues tanto a mí.
Pero tienen que creer.
Sí, por eso, pero no te pegues tanto a mí porque si no se enoja, ¿qué es? Cerota. Papá, aquí, puta, espérate.
Se le puede.
Papá, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Aquí te traigo por fin al bombón, a mi caramelito de mis sueños. Ay, pero puta, es que no te tenías que pegar a mí, perra. Si no van a pensar, el otro cerote se va a enojar.
Ya sabes cómo es ese cerote. Hacele pues.
Papá, pues sí, ¿qué tal? Por fin te presento a mi novia. ¿Qué tal? Puedes saludar a tu suegro, por
Hola, suegrito.
Aquí te manda saludos.
Aquí muy enamorada de su hijo.
Ya la cagaste, pero... Papá.
Sí, ya la cagaste.
El 1 al 10.
For 500 or no? Would you eat that for 500? No, 1,000? No. Well, listen, I have a video. If I show it to you, I'll give you $50. All right, bet. Came at the bottom. Let's see what's going on with Schumann. We have a timeline, Jim. Around 5:30 a.m. in my story.
I forget our place sometimes.
Down, which is the chart for the Schumann. I was going through it emotionally. I know I usually come on here and share what's going on with the Schumann itself, but I'm going to share my personal story on this one because it was so intense, and I think it has everything to do with this airplane. Yesterday, I got the worst feelings in my chest, stomach. My right hip was hurting, and so I forced myself to go to yoga. My right hip kept bugging me. So I looked it up in my shoe and said, okay. So I'm going to read what it says. The hips carry your capacity to move forward into a new phase. Instead of steering to waiting for someone else's before allowing yourself to feel secure in the decision to heart strain can echo something that has been let in with your whole heart. Hold back, maybe audible as caution from being loved. And also, there's the second part of the heart where racing heart and steady heartbeats that goes down the eye to release. Hidden, withheld, or never fully returned. Leaving behind the kind of guardedness. Oh my gosh, this is so on point. I know I wrote it, but when you're in the pattern, when you're going through something, it's like you don't see clearly. And so just looking it up, I was able to see exactly what it was. And I was like, yep, that's what it is. Yep, that's what, when I made the Schumann body symptom guide, it took me hours, it took me days, it took me long nights that I just stayed up and poured my all into it. And when I released it, I had a handful of people buy. My subscriber list of over
these women that are having kids in their 40s.
Have kids, man. At some point, there are real benefits to having kids early, and there's some benefits to having kids late. You know, like I have my kids late, so now when the phone stops ringing, I don't care because I'm dealing with munchkins all the time.
Yeah.
But you know, when you have them young, they grow older. You can kind of get back into your life with them.
I can see that. Ups and downs.
Ups and downs, buddy.
Revolution.
Oh, yeah, we had a sexual revolution. Man, AI is killing it today.
I hate when thinking about the prediction of these cards, like what we're in for. We'll take an accounting at the end of.
We will.
And since we're all the cards. Oh, we got Bump Fargo on the screen.
Oh, dude, I miss Bump Fargo.
Yeah, me too.
Hope he comes back at some point.
Yeah, me too.
We got some big things coming, even though our quest for AI assistance isn't going well. Really,
Somewhat lackluster. Talk about it, but
the humors aren't jumping. They are this magical show.
A lot of people have put doom scrolling interns, aka Task Force Doom. And I think maybe it's our fault we haven't clearly spelled out exactly what we're looking for. I thought I did a good job in the Telegram, but I think there has been some lost in translation. Something's lost in translation, so we'll reset, and eventually we'll get some people on board to help out. And, we'll see what it's like. We'll see what happens. Okay. The show must move on.
The show must move on.
Waiting for payday sucks.
Because I can't do anything until then. It's my money. I should have it when I want.
I want to ask AI to do everything for me.
The Telegram is just doom scrolling, right?
Oh, damn.
Barely be Barcelona. Hell, we'll leave the sweetener deal for the next 30 minutes. Bring the dumbass homie with to him for a third of the cost. We'll reduce y'all IQs and give both y'all seats. If you trying to forget that funky ass X, we got a cringy memory from middle school. CSA Sabanaka will wipe your memory clean like you playing a PS2 without a memory card. CSA handouts and welcome to the world type shit. 6'9" interview type shit. I'm talking about blood. Don't sit back like Dr. Strange trying to help out Spider-Man. Boy, you just better tell him what you don't do.
If anyone knows how to fight, it's workers at 7-Eleven.
That's street.
And he teach you how to fight crackhead.
Yeah, that's why they're punching people in the face like that. Teach you how to work at 7-Eleven.
A stoppage time situation. 1 minute here. Well, managers will now deliver their halftime team talks.
Nike just picked the worst day possible to launch their new shoe. And yeah, I'm not too sure this one's a breeze. So Nike's about to drop their new Air Max 95 colorway called Big Bubble. It's orange, green with red stripes on the side. Like, looks pretty sick, right? Now, as I'm recording this video, the date is July 9th, and they're planning on dropping it 2 days from now, July 11th. Now, let's just think about this for a second. This is the colorway of the shoes. And this is the date that they're releasing it. Nike was trying to drop these shoes the same date that 7-Eleven runs their free Slurpee promo every single year. And also, before I keep going, if you want more lesson on stories like this, make sure you follow. Big help. So, of course, 7-Eleven saw this and they said, no, you're not going to do this. And they filed a federal lawsuit against Nike. And to be honest, 7-Eleven has a pretty strong case here. Like, if you look at this colorway, probably one of the first brands you're thinking of. And then you look at the release date, it makes too much sense. And on top of that, 7-Eleven even has the colorway trademark. So Nike really couldn't even do this anyway. But now 7-Eleven is asking Nike to pull on marketing, destroy all the inventory, and damage on top of anything that made people already. And honestly, I don't blame Nike for doing this. As a marketer myself, I totally get it. However, you're a multi-billion-dollar company. You probably should have known better. Yeah, but also, I had no idea that 7-Eleven had motion like that. Really didn't. But if you manage to get your hands on one of these, you pretty much are holding on to the Holy Grail right now. Might end up being one of the rare shoes out there eventually.
I'm sorry, those are nice shoes. I don't know why 7-Eleven's getting all weird. They should team up with them.
Co-brand with Nike.
Co-brand with Nike. Be like, just give us $5 for every shoe sold and we're good. It's free promo, dude. You want people walking around with your phones.
No, I gotta say, I had no idea that video was coming up next when I mentioned 7-Eleven and Sensei's working there.
Dude, it was so much.
I had no idea. I had no idea. That synchronicity is crazy. So what's the card related to this? Metro Motion Machine. Interesting. I would say new technology. New technology related to that.
Yeah, that is new technology. You can stop some guy from punching you in the face on a punching bag.
Yeah. That could have been a
Someone wants collared 7 shoes. I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
At the end of the show, we'll do your super chats.
Well, just look at the defending here. The keeper is left totally.
We're doing pretty good.
I'm just saying, we're on the flyer.
Well taken.
1-0 then.
Game Democrat former Biden appointee Pete Buttigieg had his adoptive kids taken away by Child Protective Services, despite the fact that Child Protective Services overwhelmingly liberal or left, most social services for social workers are. I don't know what he had to do to get his kids taken away. I'm sure we'll find out. And a San Francisco Democrat Scott Leader was repeatedly humiliated in public. There are multiple videos of this. He's almost brought to tears when he's confronted by other left-leaning individuals. You definitely don't need to do that with Scott Wiener. This man made it legal for Californians age 24 to legally have sex with 14-years, made it legal to knowingly transmit STDs to other people, allowed men to be transferred into women's prisons if they claim to be women, and protected pimps and sex traffickers. He also ensured that murderers who were convicted of homicide and sentenced to life without parole were given parole. Leftists are confronting him because he supports Israel. I don't care why they're doing it. It's just hilarious. Now, I'm not saying that any other left-leaning public official in San Francisco is going to be amazing, but anybody would be better than Scott Wiener. So hopefully they vote for the other guy or girl.
Peter Buttigieg just taking fucking strays on that one.
Coffee.
Just take it straight, dude.
So, has any more information come out about Pete Buttigieg and his kids? Yes, that's a crazy story.
It is a crazy story.
And I was running for president at one point, you know?
Like, my friends of mine said, I'm going to see Pete Buttigieg speak today. And I'm like, I didn't say anything, but I'm like, why would you want to watch that CIA officer?
Well, not quite the ideal delivery.
And it's so crazy because do you remember there was this big,
really clever pressing.
You know, where all these ex-CIA agents were going to run for office, and they were all running Democratic. And I think the new governor of Virginia is a former CIA officer. Right? It's like unbelievable. I don't love it. Right? I can't stand
wide of the target.
But God's watching. He doesn't want me to talk shit about that.
Yeah, I think there's a time and a place to really lay into a dead person, and
Bob is coming in.
It's 2 weeks. I think you gotta wait 2 weeks.
It's dangerous.
Okay, 2 weeks, and then I can start talking some smack.
I think that's fair.
And just
5
minutes remaining.
It's basically the funeral happens within 7 days. You wait 7-day grace period after that.
Yeah, Bellingham.
And in 2 weeks,
What's that guy?
That's a bad.
I just hope Grindr can recover for less traffic.
Dude, why are you still paying for ChatGPT and Gemini?
I need chat for work at Gemini for images. What do you use?
Perplexity.
What's Perplexity?
We've got all the top AI models. Every answer comes with verified sources, and it's crazy.
What's it called?
Perplexity. Just go to the app store.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. I'll download it right now.
But timely defending when it matters. Taking into account all the stoppages, 2 minutes to be added on. Now, options are plenty. The keeper wanted to take it cleanly and did. And
It's going to be a drop in service and tips for a lot of people.
There are going to be some people being let go.
Yeah. That's the market.
And just about deserve their win.
It's crazy, dude. We got to do a triple point placing, too.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. We should next spin.
No.
Jack Black is this individual who is like slowly became like a lead actor, right? Yeah. Like he's gotten more and more of these like bigger lead roles.
Which has been baffling to me.
What's interesting is like Jack Black's mother was the woman who created the guidance systems for the Apollo 13 moon mission. Yeah, so it's the guidance systems for the Apollo 13 moon mission and then the Minutemen missiles that like the US uses. So it's always deep connections to like military. So like when I mentioned Sabrina Carpenter, a lot of people don't know Scientology is tied in deeply with the Navy. Right? And, like, another example, Ariana Grande, her mother is the CEO of a telecommunications company that makes the telecommunications systems for the Navy. There's another layer to it where it's like they're nepos of the like military.
But it's the military intelligence typically, yeah. And if there's one or two, it can be a coincidence.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, it's great.
Okay, so what else can I do? I'll do one more, and then we'll go back to Overwatch, because that's probably my favorite game. Scotty's still sleeping. Zeus is still knocked out. The day is beautiful. It's begun. I'm going to go get more coffee. And thank you for joining us on YouTube, on Twitch. We're listening to Sam Tripoli. I'll be right back. I'm trying to get into my Overwatch account. See if I can promote it, but it's not letting me. So let's go back to YouTube. Cause I really love done to me.
To Leo, buy one, get one snacks means maximizing his savings potential. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Talk about a lifesaver. I just fixed a real coding issue on my website using Claude Code. Let me show you how. Claude connects to my GitHub repo so it can understand the full project. We asked it to analyze my legacy JavaScript filter, explain the logic, found performance issues, and shows where to add a new filter. Then we asked Claude to rewrite the filter with a third option and faster logic. And here's the result: faster load time and a working third filter.
All of us are like staring into these hypno rectangles. Right. The algorithm, at least my algorithm, oh my God, it's fucked up. It's just showing me like horrible things, or people in the midst of psychotic episodes, or people in the forest drinking their period blood, or just it's wild chaos. And
it's witchcraft, new beverages. Yeah, but it's crazy, dude. You go from it is crazy, dude. They're definitely scrambling our brains, and we're starting to with the things you see, because you'll see genocidal killings of children, yes. Kid looking for his mother for 70 days. Yes. Finally finds landmine in Palestine, like a landmine wearing his mother's dress.
Yeah.
Welcome to you, and thanks for joining us for another game live on EA
40% off these ASICs, and you're like,
that's right.
But it starts to confuse your brain, because your brain, it takes the depth of one that's so deep and one that means nothing really at all, and then it puts them kind of all in the same plane.
You better watch out, because you just articulated something that I learned from Metzger, which is really, it's for me, it's, believe it or not, I'm kind of skeptical about stuff, but this one, it's hard for me to dispute. And so he says that assassinations, public assassination, create trauma, cultural trauma. Charlie Kirk. Did you notice Charlie Kirk assassination? Everyone saw it.
Yes.
Before they shut it down. All of us had to watch that shit happen, right? So this produces trauma. The trauma response opens you up to conditioning. It's the same shit kidnappers use. It's the same shit people who torture you use. They freak you the fuck out so that you kind of disassociate. You don't want to be there. You go into a kind of sad, bog place, and then in that place, they show you the ASICS commercial. In that place, they give you some propaganda. In that place, they give you a solution so this will never happen again. This is a known technique for mind control. So anytime there's assassinations, it's not just like power dynamic shift. It's cultural dynamic shift, because they inject that moment with however they want to shift the tops. So Instagram is, any social media, it's kind of doing this, but so you look, yeah, it's freaking you out, and then what do you know? And then where it gets really creepy is the commercial you're getting isn't just for them, it's because your phone heard you talking about wanting to, what's the best fishing rod to catch catfish? Yeah. And then so right after you watch a furry eat a hot dog with a human turd in it, and you're like, what's happened to the world?